Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope you're having a great day. Just wanted to record this real quick for my Instagram account, and just wanted to talk a little bit about the bodybuilding process and show preparation. Now, prior to this show that I'm getting ready to do on October 7th, I've worked with and trained and coached other people to do figure competitions and bodybuilding competitions. So I knew conceptually what you go through and what you need to do on a daily basis so that you can be prepared to put forth your best, your best body, your best physique ever. And if you continually do shows, you want to obviously continue to make forward progress. I just was thinking a lot about this because every day, in fact, not only every day, especially as you get closer and closer. So right now I'm about 8.5 weeks out from the Big Cat Classic on October 7th. And you have to, and I do, you have to pay attention to every little detail every single day. You have to identify what certain types of carbohydrates may do to the body in the sense of when you ultimately will carb load, what those will do, how they will make you feel. Will they bloat your gut? Because some people have different issues with different types of foods. The other thing is the posing and spending time. Some people I think get a weird feeling being in the gym and flexing in the mirrors and stuff like that. You got to remember something. First of all, bodybuilding is an individual sport, which is one of the reasons that I loved it, or I love it. It's the same reason I have a passion for golf. You can't complain, or you cannot fault anybody else. You make the mistake or you have success, that's on you. But the posing is something that is absolutely critical. When you understand that bodybuilding is, and Arnold Schwarzenegger talked about this in Pumping Iron, you are basically a sculptor. A sculptor will add clay if they need to add certain areas of whatever it is that they're sculpting. Well, the bodybuilder or a physique competitor or whatever, it's the same exact thing, but we're not doing it with clay. We're doing it with muscle, which is obviously significantly harder than just slapping on some clay. So bodybuilding and physique competitions is all about symmetry. You could have an amazing upper body, which most people I would say are upper body developed over lower body developed, and have poor legs or undersized legs, even if they are in good shape, but they're not symmetrically in sync with the upper body, and you have a tapered midsection and all these things. And then you have to identify it, and then you have to attack those areas to build those muscles up or ultimately reduce the size of a specific area. And it's very difficult. And it's a moment by moment, day by day process. This is not something that you just once and done. You look at yourself once a week and figure, okay, this is something that I'm doing daily. I'll spend time in my gym in my basement in the evenings, looking in the mirrors, now, depending on the lighting, and trying to figure out what needs to happen at 8.5 weeks out. Knowing that each and every week there's going to be more and more progress. So you're trying to predict what ultimately is going to be while you are putting in the work at this specific moment, because as you get closer and closer, the diet even gets more fine-tuned, because you need to understand where you may have to take out carbs altogether. If you're eating fat, what kind of fat, how much fat, the quality types of protein and things like that. So I just wanted to share this thought with you. I should say these thoughts with you. If you are competing, or if you've thought about competing, and if you are competing or have competed, I'd love to get your feedback and see what are some things that you do on a day-to-day basis, especially as you get closer and closer to your contest preparation and ultimately the day of your preparation. And then once that happens, the day of, you have prejudging, and then you have the finals. Now the finals are obviously in the evening, and that's when most people go, and they, that's when the show is put on. But in the prejudging, which is in the morning, is really when the decisions have been made. Now that's an interesting thing, because this will teach those who are not familiar with this. You can look significantly different from about 10 o'clock in the morning to about 7, 8 o'clock at night when you'll go on stage. And prejudging, you might have looked amazing, hard, ripped, just really, really dry. And you might do something wrong with your carbs or water throughout the day, and it causes you to basically have almost like a more subcutaneous fat look to you, and a more smooth look to you than you did in the morning. And anybody that's done competition, I've seen friends of mine's, bodybuilders, that have amazing physiques, and they looked, I would say, better 2 weeks out, 1 week out, compared to they did the day of, because they did something wrong with their water, or I shouldn't even say did something wrong, just miscalculated. And so it's a sport of little error. So I'm really excited about this, because, like I said, I've done this before with other people. I'm really excited about it to be able to do it for myself this time, and working with some really good people, some good coaches that have competed for decades, some of them for decades. So have a great day. And remember, when you're going out to do something, pardon my French, but don't half-ass it. Lay out a solid plan and then attack it every day. Don't make excuses, and don't make your goals and your why way bigger than your excuses, because if you do that, you're not, those things that may creep in or might cause you to slip and fall, you won't do them, because your goals are way bigger than those excuses. Have a great day.